I'm on a date with Yuzuyu today and, for a change, we came to the park. I thought it'd be a great idea to incidentally take Sashimi for a walk, so Yuzuyu decided to bring Charlotte too. Yuzuyu takes out the frisbee and the puppers start teeming with excitement.
じゃあ、行くわよ。それ。
Yuzuyu throws the frisbee as hard as she can and the two dogs sprint after it.
刺身っていつもヨボヨボで死にそうなのに、フリスビーは元気に追いかけるのね。
He's using what little energy he has to run. Have some sympathy.
命がけ。
Yuzuyu looks at Sashimi with concern, but there's no need to be all that worried. He wouldn't just drop dead one day. Sashimi comes running up to Yuzuyu with the frisbee in his mouth.
刺身が取ったのね。いい子いい子。シャルロットも次は頑張ろうね。それ。
Yuzuyu throws the frisbee and the two dogs go darting after it again. So whoever retrieves the frisbee gets a head rub from Yuzuyu. This time Charlotte comes back with the frisbee and she gets one for herself. I want me a head rub.
行くわよ。それ。
Mine! I bolt toward the frisbee at full speed, not even a second after it leaves Yuzuyu's hand. The dogs are surprised, but they give chase undaunted. Fortunately, I got an early start, plus I have the height advantage. Whoosh! Got her! I get to the frisbee before the dogs and run back to Yuzuyu. Yuzuyu! I got the frisbee!
あんたが取ってきてもしょうがないでしょ。
I want you to pet me too!
そうなの？仕方ない子ね。
Yuzuyu starts petting my head. Ah, this is heaven.
いい子いい子。
Yuzuyu smiles happily as she watches my reaction to being petted. Man, I could almost fall asleep from this. Right as I am bathing in sheer bliss, I hear a pair of menacing growls. The puppers do not seem too pleased that I took the frisbee from them. Heh, jealous? Your fault for losing. Ha ha, you snooze, you lose.
よーし、シャルロットたちも次は負けちゃダメよ。それ。
That frisbee's mine! The dogs run off at roughly the same speed. They may be faster than me, but I still have the height advantage. Hehe, the W goes to me! The W? What? They are blocking me! Hey, that's cheating, you two! I got the frisbee fair and square! The two dogs bark at each other before starting to crisscross in front of me. It appears they too want to be petted by Yuzuyu. But too bad, my desire to get my head rubbed will be stopped by no man or animal.
みんな頑張れ。あんたも負けないでよ。
Yuzuyu's words of encouragement only make me want to win that much more. Only one of us will get his head rubbed by Yuzuyu. And that one is me! I break through the dog barricade, leap into the air and catch the frisbee. Man, that frisbee flew for a long time, huh? Then I go back to Yuzuyu to receive my reward. Yuzuyu, I did it!
少しは手加減してあげなさいよ。
It's so adorable how she says that while petting me. Kinda impossible to go easy when this is the reward for winning. Oh, you want the frisbee? The two puppers are more than furious after watching us. I dangle the frisbee in front of them, taunting them, and the angry barks only continue. Okay, why don't I throw it this time? Whoever catches it gets their head petted by Yuzuyu. And if Yuzuyu catches it, I'll give her one kiss and a hug.
私も
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun, though you don't have to if you don't want to. Fetch, fellas! I draw my arm back a sufficient distance, then let that son of a bitch rip.
加減しないで思いっきり投げたわね
Huh? She's not gonna chase after it. I know I said she didn't have to, but man, it kinda hurts seeing that she isn't. The puppers are running a little bit slower this time. I guess they know Yuzuyu isn't gonna try. Ah, crud! I threw it diagonally. The frisbee flies pretty far and I feel kinda bad thinking how Sashimi and Charlotte must feel having to chase after it. How come you didn't chase after it, Yuzuyu?
さっきからあんたに取られてシャルロットたちがかわいそうだからね
Man, that's good. I thought it was cause you didn't want to kiss me.
そんなわけないでしょってあれねえこっちにフリスビー戻ってきてるんだけど
Say what? I take my eyes off the frisbee, but I quickly shift them back to it. It is indeed coming back to us. Holy cow, I gotta be a wizard or something.
すごいフリスビーって戻ってくるんだ
The frisbee is slowing down on its return trip, but the dogs are still frantically chasing after it. It might land in your hands now, Yuzuyu. Wait, was this your plan all along?
そんなわけないでしょ
Yuzuyu nervously goes to catch the frisbee coming her way. The dogs bark at Yuzuyu in vain as she pulls the frisbee towards her chest. Yuzuyu, you dastardly little schemer, you! Okay, now time for your rewards. One kiss and one hug.
いきなりとか聞いてないわよ他の人に見られてたらどうするのよ
I checked with a quick glance, so don't worry.
チラ見じゃなくてちゃんと確認してよ
Sashimi looks dejected, the words "talk about unfair" written all over his face, while Charlotte looks a bit angry. I feel sorry for them, even if this was totally unplanned. Sorry about that. Yuzuyu can throw it again, so game on, puppers.
あいつみたいな凄技できないから安心していいわよでも次だけはあんた抜きあんたまで走っていっちゃうと一人で寂しいんだもん
Haha, okay then, I'll sit out this round just for you. But man, running against those dogs sure is fun.
それ取ってこーいフリスビーなんてなくても撫でてあげるんだからそんな寂しそうな顔しないでよ
Yuzuyu throws the frisbee, watches the dogs chase after it, then starts stroking my head. Suddenly, throwing the big sister act on me like this is just foul play. You can't just do that to me all of a sudden.
私に撫でられるの嫌
I didn't go to get the frisbee, so pet me more, please, and thank you.
よしよし
Yuzuyu's sister switch is some serious shit. Hearing her say that makes me feel like I could take on any challenge. I just sit there, not joining in the frisbee competition, and enjoying Yuzuyu's head rub. After several goes without me participating, the dogs start looking up at me, asking if I'm going to play.
なんか最初と違うけどあんたも一緒の方が楽しかったみたいね
Yep. Can I join back in now?
そうだねこの子たちといっぱい遊んであげて
Alrighty, now that I'm back in the game, you puppers are never getting that frisbee. After that, an intense battle between me and the dogs unfolds over several throws of Yuzuyu's frisbee.
ほらおやつよ
We stop playing for a moment to sit on the grass and have some snacks. Yuzuyu gives the two dogs some water along with some beef jerky she brought with her.
あれ刺身はビーフジャーキー嫌いなの
He should.
大抵のワンちゃんは好きだと思うのにな
Charlotte is devouring the beef jerky, but Sashimi takes no notice of it, not even smelling it. Yuzuyu gazes curiously at Sashimi. I'm trying to recall what Sashimi does actually like when a cicada flies in front of me. Come to think of it, male cicadas don't make a sound. I wonder how they talk to each other. Whoa! Sashimi's pretty aggressive. Makes me wonder if he's a hunting dog or something. I thought he was just gonna run after the cicada, but he caught it with a lightning quick reaction and started eating it. This is the kind of thing that would traumatize a little kid. Hell, even Yuzuyu shrieked. Right, I think his owner, said something about his favorite food being insects. Yeah, I remember now. Apparently his favorite of all insects is cicadas, and that's why he loves going on walks during summer. Who knows? No, don't, Sashimi! Charlotte is too young for this. You'll corrupt her. When Charlotte looked over and barked at Sashimi, he approached her, offering half of the cicada he was eating. I frantically pull Sashimi away and Yuzuyu hugs Charlotte tightly. I guess Sashimi started eating the cicada from the tail end, because I can kinda see its front legs twitching as it desperately tries to escape. Charlotte barks, why can't I, at Yuzuyu, but still heeds her warning. Sashimi though, well, he doesn't care. He just keeps on eating his cicada, eventually finishing it all. Oh, are you done? Sashimi barks in satisfaction before rushing over to Yuzuyu. I guess she's still traumatized by the whole eating the cicada thing, because she takes a noticeable step back as he approaches. The cicada would be my guess. I would have expected him to be much more tired after the frisbee tossing, but yeah, he looks like he could run for days. Yuzuyu screams as she desperately tries to get away from Sashimi. Words can't really describe how odd this is. It's hard to stomach the idea of someone who loves dogs as much as Yuzuyu running away from one, but I guess that cicada incident was just too traumatic for her. Ha 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 ha! What are you running away for? He just wants to say hi. Okay. Sashimi, come here, boy. I bet you are thirsty after eating that dry cicada. Oh? I call Sashimi over to rescue Yuzuyu. Sashimi trots over to me before staring curiously at the water container. And after a moment of that, he begins to drink. Guess that worked out somehow. With Sashimi having calmed down and Charlotte happily eating her beef jerky, we have achieved temporary peace. The puppers are now napping under the shade of a tree which we tied their leashes to. They really do. Maybe we should relax too. As the two dogs start their afternoon nap, a crab van drives into the park and stops nearby us. Seeing that, we decide to go buy some. Yuzuyu chooses strawberry cream and I go for chocolate whip. After getting them, we move back to a bench near the tree the dogs are tied to. Does that van come here a lot? Guess today's our lucky day then, huh? I'm not much of a crab eater normally, but eating together with my girlfriend just makes them taste 10 times better. Is yours any good? Mind if I take a bit? I will give you some of mine in exchange.
いいよ。
Yuzuyu says and holds her crepe out to me. Thanks, Nom. Oh, you were right. I'm digging the strawberry flavor. I knew it would taste of strawberries and cream from the name, but there's like actual chunks of strawberry in it, which taste so amazing. I also thought the cream might be a bit heavy, but it's just right.
だよね。じゃあ今度はあんたの一口ちょうだい。
Sure, take a big chunk out of it.
そんなことするわけないでしょ。うん。あ、意外に美味しい。
Actually, I thought everyone and their mom loved chocolate.
チョコ系ってあんまり食べたことないから王道とか知らないわよ。
Yuzuyu munches down a bit of my crepe. She gets some of the whipped cream on her mouth as she does so, making for a bit of a childish sight. Look over here and stay still.
どうかしたの？
I lick off the cream as I kiss her. For a quick second she looks like it tickles, but she kisses me back nonetheless. You had some cream on your mouth.
こういうことするなら先に言ってよ。
But I can't enjoy your cute reaction that way. You do like surprise kisses, don't you?
そういう聞き方ずるいよ。嫌じゃないけどさ。でもキスするとき言ってくれれば、もっと積極的になれるよ。
Oh. Yuzuyu looks at me with upturned eyes, unable to hide the embarrassment. Is she giving me a hint here? I kinda like the sound of assertive Yuzuyu.
そう？
Oh, by the way,
何？
I'm gonna take another bite of your crepe.
最後の一口だったのに。
Nom nom. Delicious.
あんたのよこしなさい。
If you kiss me, then sure. There, now we got to share the last bite.
言われてからが早すぎて積極的になりたくてもなれないじゃん。バカ。
Yuzuyu comfortably rests her head on my shoulder as we sit back, relax, and pass the time.
初めて出会ったのもこの公園だったわよね。
Yeah, it was. It's so crazy to think we ended up together after that disastrous first impression.
それは私のセリフ。って言っても私の場合は男と付き合うこと自体考えられなかったし。
Yeah, you kinda like hated every single one of us. Haha.
あんな風持ち歩かれてさらに書いてあることそのままやられたら誰だって切れるよ。
Ah, yeah, I apologize for that. Boy, I remember how furious she got after reading those titles. Part of the problem was that I never imagined there'd be a girl out there who matched all those descriptions so word for word. Heck, I probably would have been pissed off if I thought someone was using a template like that on me, given how driven I was to find a girlfriend back then. It almost feels like fate, you know, the fact that we first met right here in this park. A slight cringe hits me right after that line leaves my mouth.
確かにそうかもしれないね。学校は1年の頃から一緒だったから別の場所で顔くらいは見たことあるはずなのにね。
We stumbled into each other here, then later found out we were in the same class. Then we talked a whole lot, got to know each other a little more, and now we are here. It almost feels like the time from then until now passed by in the blink of an eye. And I'm sure that's because of how much fun I've had with Yuzuyu.
ねえ、あそこにおじいちゃんたちがいるわよ。
Huh? You can't die yet, Yuzuyu. Now's not your time. Return from the river Styx, I command you.
まだ死ぬ気ないよ。そうじゃなくて、あそこ見てよ。
I look in the direction Yuzuyu's pointing and see an elderly couple walking happily side by side.
ああいう風にずっ と仲良くいられたらいいな。
Was that like an indirect proposal? I kinda wanted to be the one to propose.
別にプロポーズなつもりなんてなかったわよ。ただその将来的にはああいう風になれたらなって。
Yeah, it would be great if we were still super close in our old age. The elderly couple then sits down on a bench and start talking. Seeing their smiling faces makes me feel all warm and fluffy inside. Well, I think we can achieve that. I can't make any concrete promises for the future. But at the very least, I want us to be like that. I don't even want to think of leaving such a cute girl, nor can I. I'm sure there'll be fights along the way, but I value Yuzuyu so much in my life that I'll make sure we reconcile and talk things out. I vaguely envision what our future will be like as we chill. We are now sprawled out on the grass, holding hands. Thinking about how destiny might have brought us together is a little embarrassing, but it makes me feel glad. I live in this moment and savor the bliss I'm feeling. We are not talking about anything really, we're just sitting here hand in hand, enjoying each other's company, with occasional glance over towards the other, upon which we both smile. I couldn't ask for anything more. I look over at the two dogs and find that they're awake now and playing around. I think the puppies have woken up.
そうね。
Are you a little tired?
ちょっとだけ。でも寝たらもったいないから寝ない。せっかく一緒にいるんだもん。
So she says, but she looks like she's about to nod off at any moment. Well, be careful, you don't want to get bitten by mosquitoes if you take a nap. Damn, I think I caught your sleepiness.
あんたも結構眠いんだね。
Yeah, I gotta do something to keep me awake. What are those two all excited about?
このままいたら本当に寝ちゃいそうだし、ちょっと行ってみよう。
Those didn't sound like their normal barks. Hopefully everything's okay. Wait, are they doing what I think they're doing?
シャルロット？
Oh my god, they're fucking! Sashimi, you're an old man! You sure your heart isn't gonna give out? The complete and utter shock does away with my drowsiness, but I can't do much more than stand there with my mouth agape. Sashimi, I'm so proud of you! Poor guy's knocking on death's door, yet he's still chasing that pussy. Give this dog a medal.
そんなこと言ってないで早く止めるよ！
But do we really want to stop them? Just think about it. How would you feel if you suddenly were forced to stop midway through sex? I, for one, would be absolutely livid. I think Yuzuyu got the idea too, since she's not stopping them, but I can visibly see how grief-stricken she is. As we are sitting here pondering what to do, the two dogs start picking up the pace. Shit, this is legit the first time I've seen dogs boning. I guess dogs don't bark too much when they're having sex.
観察してる場合じゃないでしょ！
I know cats can get pretty noisy too, but they hush up when doing the deed as well. The dogs stop boning for a moment as Sashimi's dog penis comes out, but he quickly reinserts it. Things pick back up and keep going until Sashimi's pelvic thrusts reach max speed. Think he just jizzed there. Yuzuyu screams out again, despising herself for watching two dogs have sex to completion. That was pretty realistic, all things considered. Like, you could see how Sashimi was the one doing 99% of the work.
考えるのはそこじゃないでしょ
I start thinking about how cute a Chihuahua and Pomeranian crossbreed would be as I watch the dogs copulate. Oh, one message received from Yuzuyu. I got a text from Yuzuyu. Hey, I love you. Haha, talk about simple and straight to the point. I love you too, or what? Your love is so weak it's a lowercase l? I love you too. I reply with a spam of heart emojis added in for good measure. Haha, if I sent this to Genki by accident, he'd probably straight up faint. Well, I love you more. I love you so much I want to come and see you right now, but that would make my mom too worried, so I guess I can't right now. I'll make a surprise visit to Yuzuyu's room then. Okay, that would be trespassing, so let's not do that. Though I probably should stop by sometime to say hi to Yuzuyu's parents. Having my girlfriend's family be like a second family to me is one of my goals.
フレラバ